The Aurora light panels are an expensive light, but are they for you and what do they do? Alexa, turn on the light panels. Let's do this. So you've got £179 or close to $210 in your bank account, and you've seen the Aurora light panels on Amazon and you're thinking of picking them up but you're not sure, so you've come onto YouTube to find a video review of them. And this is my video review. I've been here with these light panels for the past 3 months now, and I'm going to give you my take on them all the way from setting them up to getting them installed to my actual thoughts. And I'm going to break this up into 4 parts. Part number 1, the installation. So to be perfectly honest with all of you, I bought these from the Apple Store because the Apple Store offers a policy as to which if you are not happy with the product you can take it back within 14 days. But as you can see, I haven't done that, so there's obviously something that I like about these. But let's kick this off with the review, part number 1, the setup and how easy it was. So, I took all the light panels out of the box and you get 9 triangles in the box. As you can see, I've made them into this shape here. And pretty much you connect the light panels together with a little plastic little piece with little contacts on it. You push it into one of them and then you push another light panel onto it. It's really self-explanatory, and you can put this little piece on each or any 3 corners of each node or triangle so you can have them go off into any direction you want. Really simple. I just ended up with this because it was simple and it made use of all 9 light panels. It was very, very easy to set up. You download the app, you connect this thing to Wi-Fi, no bridges involved, and off you go. Now, if you do want more nodes, you can buy an expansion kit. I am yet to do that, and as I say, this is the pattern I ended up with. Each node is about half a centimetre thick. They're actually quite thin. They look very, very, very stylish, and each one of them is on the wall with a sticky pad, which was included in the box and is the only way to attach these things to the wall. But as you can see, mine are coming off slightly. Now, once I stuck all of my panels on the wall in the orientation that I wanted, it came to my first disappointment, and that's that you have to have this thing on show. Now, this is the controller. It attaches into any one of the light panels via the same method that you would attach a light panel to a light panel, just the little diode. It goes straight in there, and it's a shame that this thing has to be on show because I think this whole thing would look so much nicer without this little controller box here. And also you need to note that it's going to look better if you can drill a hole through your wall. Luckily, this is just a stud wall, and on the other side of this is like my dressing room, so I'm not really bothered what the cables look like. I just drilled a hole straight through, and the power cable ends up on the other side. Yes, a power cable is meant to come out here and obviously plug into power. It's powered by the mains. There's not a battery inside of this thing. But I wish they just totally got rid of this box. I just think it looked better like that. But there you go, it's on the wall. That's the setup covered. A little bit flimsy, but it's okay. Worth £170 so far. I'm still a bit skeptical. Let's move on to part 2. So part 2 of this video, the setup. Now you set this thing up and connect it to your Wi-Fi with the Nanoleaf app, and it's really awesome if you have an iPhone. You scan for Wi-Fi when you first plug this thing in, and actually in the iPhone Wi-Fi app, it puts a new sub-menu in called Setup Devices, and the Nanoleaf comes there, you click on it, you tell it what your Wi-Fi password is, and off you go, you give them a name. I just named mine Light Panels, and this is pretty much the app right here. I'll turn my brightness down so you guys can see this right now. That is the app, and you get all of these different presets here. You can obviously control the brightness, so now if you look up there, the brightness is, well, it's probably really overexposed on the camera. If I bring that back down again, you can see the colour changing there, very responsive, very fast. You can turn them off from the app. They've gone off. You can turn them back on from the app. Really, really simple. So here you can see the app, guys, in full flow. You can choose from colours, so this is my favourite one, the colour burst, looks absolutely awesome up there. Or the most famous one, the Northern Lights. As you can see, if I turn the brightness down so you guys can actually see them, it's just going from left to right with a nice little rainbow effect right there. Really, really cool. Now the thing I really, really liked about this app is the simple Discover tab. Now what you guys can go ahead and do is go ahead and look through little presets that people have made and put them on the store. And you can download these free of charge. You've got disco colour here, you've got mint, ocean, beach waves, Netflix, and chill if that's your thing. And you can go ahead and you can design your own light patterns to work with the light panels, and you can put them up and other people can download them. It's really quite interactive and really, really cool. The app works really well. And did I mention, it also works with Siri. Turn off the light panels.
Okay, the light panels are off.
Which brings us on nicely to part number 3, integration. Alexa, turn on the light panels. So as you guys can see, these things look cool, they're pretty easy to set up, they work well with your smart home devices like your Google Homes or your Amazon A's or your Siris in your pocket, but what are they actually like in person? Let's move to part 4 of this video, the final part, my final thoughts of this. And I'm going to take you through back again through the first 3 steps of this video, the setup, the integration and how it works with the app, and go through some of the drawbacks and things that I don't like. So what I've already mentioned, the flimsiness of them, really worth £170? That's questionable. If you've really got to spice up a room and you really think these are what is going to help you, then it's worth it. But if you don't think that these are going to help you spice up your room, then I really think you should be considering spending your £170 elsewhere. And also the smart home integration. It's good when it works. Now I've got a pretty solid Wi-Fi network in my house. She's connected by Wi-Fi, my phone is connected by Wi-Fi, and obviously the light panels are too via the 2.4 GHz spectrum, and it wouldn't let me connect to the 5 GHz spectrum, I'll have you know. Sometimes when I ask my smart devices to turn them on, they say okay, nothing happens. I say turn them off, nothing happens, and sometimes I have to reboot them. It's really nice though having a solid control on there so you can actually go up there and turn them off manually if the smart home isn't working. But all in all, I think these things are pretty goddamn cool and pretty sexy, and they definitely turn heads, more so at night or in a dark room. And if I was to recommend you picking some of these up, I would definitely 100% get a few more of them than 9 that are included, because I think it will also spruce up the whole setup of these things even more. I don't think 9 panels is quite enough for these to be worth £170. So if you are a baller, spend an extra 50 and get another 3 panels. And you can also, if you want to, get the disco box that plugs into it, and it will make the lights react to music. So the scope for upgradability or expandability in the future with these, but do I think they're worth it? Well, I think that really depends on who you are and what you want in your room. If you think these things look cool, then yes, they're worth it. And if you don't think they look cool and you think they look a bit tacky, spend your money elsewhere. But that's been my short little review on the light panels because I've had so many questions about them. Mine has been Alex, this has been TechFlow. We'll catch you in the next one.